Okay, it is 3/21/18 Wednesday at 6:35 a.m. Time for another artistic creation / little masterpiece that I feel compelled to create. It'll probably be what I call part of my private entertainment, for my private laughs, but I'm just not sure yet. Anyway, from what I couldn't help but to see this morning via a headline, supposedly Mathew Knowles has a book out. And supposedly in that book, he mentioned that he has color issues because of his upbringing in Alabama. It seems as though he directly or indirectly admitted that, like a lot of Negroes, he was quote-unquote color-struck and thought the lighter the better. I'm paraphrasing, of course. And thought the lighter the better for taught, self-hating reasons, not simply because that's just what you happen to like for nature and or nurture reasons, or possibly mental health reasons, in my opinion. Since allegedly, and if true, research conveys that most people, even babies, prefer looking at people with features similar to their own. So like I've been stating for years, in other artistic creations / little masterpieces, one could conclude that anyone in that minority group that has a preference for looking at people with features different from their own possibly have some mental health or neurological issues at play. Supposedly, he also admitted that he was only interested in his first wife, Tina Knowles, because he thought she was white. Okay. I'm like, dude, you must have a mental health / neurological problem. Because why in the world would you have thought Tina Knowles was white? Because I'm like, yeah, she's very light and maybe even was known in the black community as light, bright, and damn near white. And I'm not even sure if she's that, based on her pics and videos that I can't help but to see when you consider all the lighting and filters and flashing and photoshopping stuff that goes on these days. But one thing is for certain, in my opinion, regardless of how quote-unquote light she is, her facial features 100% let me know she's not white. But maybe it's just me. Like I always try to remind people, maybe it's subjective. I've thought for a while he may have some mental health issues, despite how he helped his daughter and that group achieve success. And he seems to be proving it more and more every time he communicates publicly. I just have to shake my head sometimes. Also, he supposedly stated his daughter wouldn't be as big as she is if she was darker, and that most of the black females who get blown up to her status or close to her status are lighter. In my opinion, people, especially Negroes who help the powerful, what do they call, the 0.01% or something like that, white people, who truly, in my opinion, run things, and making that the reality, don't want to hear the truth. But I think he's telling the truth about that issue. Of course, there have been exceptions that come to my mind, like Diana Ross, etc. I'm focusing on people who really got blown up initially because of singing, since his focus seemed to be the music industry. And of course, all of this stuff can be applied to black males to some degree in this industry too. But based on the content I couldn't help but to see, it seems as though his focus was black females. Nevertheless, despite the fact that I think he's telling the truth on this issue, I'm thinking, dude, this crap is boring. I mean, this is nothing new. So why are you talking about it as though it's something new? I just have to shake my head. People have been talking about this BS for decades, and at this point, it's infinitely boring to me. Because I'm like this. Anyone with common fucking sense knows this color issue is a real thing, and instead of continuing to talk about it, people who want to change it need to work on that via their behavior. The first step to solving a problem is acknowledging it exists. The existence of this problem has been publicly acknowledged for decades now. Thus, that step is, in my opinion, played, done, boring, we get it, however you want to put it. At this point, I'm like this. On to step 2. Changing the fuckery via behavior. And that's a step people like me have been engaging in for decades now. It's these other dumbass, self-hating, and/or racist people who are either late on step 2 or have zero interest in step 2 because they want to maintain what I'll call for now the racial fuckery. Okay, I think I'm done. I hope I'm done. Because I want to be done permanently with this issue. At this point, I simply want to listen to this little artistic creation / masterpiece when I need a laugh out loud at me discussing the fuckery that people engage in. One more thing. I should have stated some members of the, I think it's called 0.01% who run things. I should have said members of that group because I presume, if I'm correct, hopefully I'm correct, not all of them engage in the problem of keeping racial issues and self-hatred and all that stuff going. And I also should have stated that Negroes and other races who participate in helping members of the 0.01% keeping racial issues and self-hatred issues going, they don't want to hear the truth either. Oh yeah, this is also possibly cool, bizarre world, creepy coincidence that I couldn't help but to see this headline and content about Mathew Knowles this morning, considering the fact that I just created some artistic creations / little masterpieces about, making all of the people in my ideal orgy tawny or darker shades of brown, or possibly letting them keep whatever their real complexion is if I'm in a mood for diversity and variety. Yeah, I created those some days ago based on thoughts I've had in my head and I've been creating art about and writing about for over a decade now.